This is verse 4 of the 17th chapter. We're in the midst of the description that Matthew gives us concerning the Transfiguration. We're advised that Moses and Elijah have just appeared. They're conversing with Jesus, conversing about the upcoming events connected to the gospel, connected to the atoning sacrifice that Jesus would offer. And once again, we get a little hint of Peter maybe trying to avoid that when he wants to build here habitations for all of these, and we have that reflected in the statement here, apokrithes from apokrinomai, I answer. It's an aorist participle, having answered, literally. It's idiomatic in the New Testament, usually rendered Peter answered and said would be the notion. So, but, postpositive, having answered, ho Petros, ho Peter, the Peter, apen, said. So Peter answered and said, apen from lego, I say, third person singular, aorist, active indicative, the indirect object, to Jesu, to the Jesus. Peter addressing Jesus, Kyrie, the vocative, Lord, kalon in the nominative. It's the predicate nominative of esten, it is, so it is good. Kalon, it is right, proper, appropriate is the idea, it is good. Hemas is in the accusative plural of the first person pronoun. Infinitives will typically take the accusative to function as something like the subject, and that's the idea here. So enai, to be, infinitive of eimi, I am, so it is good for us is the way it'd be typically rendered. Hoda, the indeclinable adverb, means here. So it's good that we're here is the way that Peter addresses this. With the indicative, thales, if you wish, and it sort of assumes that Jesus would wish this, being put in the indicative. Poieso from poieo, I make or I do, first person singular, future active indicative, I will make. Hoda, indeclinable adverb here, once again. Trace, in the accusative, 3. Skenos, this is from skene, it means a tent, a booth, a tabernacle. It's the word that was used to describe the structures that were built in the Feast of Tabernacles. Also reflective of the little tents that were built in the Old Testament, standing for a permanent dwelling place, or at least a more long-term situation. Peter obviously, in some way, somewhere in the back of his mind, wants to keep everybody here, maybe make this a kind of central sanctuary. That seems to be in his mind, and certainly once again we have a hint of his attempt to keep Jesus from going to Jerusalem, to the catastrophe that appears to await him there. That may also be somewhere in Peter's mind. So I will make here 3 tense. Soi, for you, this is the dative singular, the second person pronoun. Mion in the accusative is the direct object of I will make 3 tense 1, functioning as the direct object of I will make. I will make 1 for you. Kai mion, 1 for Moses. Kai mion, 1 for Elijah. So setting up a permanent dwelling place, as it were, to celebrate these 3. Of course, the force of the story as it unfolds is going to be that both Moses and Elijah are folded into Jesus, you might say, in terms of their significance, and ultimately he is the one that is to be attended to and listened to, and everything that Moses and Elijah said is incorporated in a sense as a laser beam focus that will take us to Christ.